Hello, I'm Paula Watkins. I'm a British mixed media and textile artist, and I teach all over the country and all around the world, and I'm also an illustrator and an embroiderer. And I just wanted to show you the project I've been working on for my Jaipur journal and talk you through some of the pages and how I did them and how they all fit together. So we're going to have a little look at those now. This is the Jaipur journal cover, and this has been made onto paper, but it's got strips of sari silk laid onto it and then stitched on just with running stitch, but with beautiful threads, sort of variegated threads and things like that. But found threads are really often the best thing. You find something, I think that's the perfect thing for my journal. On here there's some handmade paper that's been sponged and coloured in a kind of a randomy way, just to kind of give it a bit of life. And then onto it are some of the things that you might find if you go to India. So this is a beautiful elephant braid that's been cut up, and these are some sequins, but sewn on in a non-traditional way. So sequins, sometimes people just sew through the hole, but this has got the stitches radiating out, which is one of my little trademark things of radiating stitches. And then there's a canthus stitched piece of silk on there with tiny little sequins on there. And really, with most of my work, I want people to look deeper. I want them to look further into it and see more and more detail. So a lot of my work is very detailed. So in the background of the braid, I've got tiny little sequins there, and I've got more little sequins there. I've coloured around the outside with gold paint, and just lots of texture, things that conjure up India for us when we think about it. You know, all of the beautiful colours and the sort of joyous stories that go with those colours. And then moving over here, this is the back cover. So the theme of the layered strips of silk has been carried on, and then just highlighting with stitches, because I think stitching, whenever you're stitching onto anything, whether it's paper or metal or tea bags or fabric, there's a joy in stitching that nothing else can replicate, I think. So even in my illustration work for books and for cards and illustrations for magazines and things like that, I always have stitching in them. It's just my little trademark thing to do. This page here, it goes underneath, but is a long piece of paper, and this has been sponged. It's a beautiful piece of handmade paper, actually, so it's got texture to it. It's been sponged with a joyous mix of colours, and then it's got some amazing block printing on it. So there's the block printing of the leaf and the big flower, which I can work into with stitch and with more illustrations and things. But in the background, I really love sometimes the tiny little blocks that everybody overlooks, and those fill in the space beautifully, but they're also a really good prompt for stitches, simple stitches, straight stitches, but again adding texture. So this is a work in progress, this book, and it's also a step by step, so that my learners can see how I went about putting everything together. But this will be the lining of the cover. And then if we come up to here, these pages are pages within the book. So again, they're done on calico, they're done on fabric, and they have had windows cut out of them. So this one here has had an Indian arch-shaped window cut out of it, and it shows the colour of the page behind. And then it's got a real peacock feather that's been sewn into it. I would sew that rather than stick it, because I want it to last. And then it's got beading all the way around the window, and blanket stitch going all around the window. And again, at the bottom, I've got sequins sewn on, and they're heart-shaped sequins, but I liked them better upside down. So I just like that as a detail at the bottom of my arched window. And then keeping with the arch theme, the next page has got a book within my book. So this is an arched window that opens up, and the little tie is fixed on at the side. So within that, if we wanted to, we can add pages, we can add photographs, and with all of these books, they've got spaces for us to add our own ephemera. So whether you choose to have this class on one of our amazing holidays to India, if you want to come on one of those holidays with me, or whether you want me to visit your group and talk to you and teach with you there, or come on one of my other classes around the country, we always leave room that we can add to these books and add more and more interest to them. So all of these books have got spaces for ephemera and lovely little things that you might find. I use a lot of vintage and found objects in my work, and these tags in these pockets here. I love putting pockets into my books. You can add tags and they can be kind of exciting textures again and colours. Anything on the other side, so block printed and stenciled shapes. And you can use newspapers from the country that you're visiting, or book pages of something that you really love, and add these beautiful sari silk tabs onto the top, so that again they tie into the theme of the colours of India and the fabrics and the stitching of India. So I think there's something probably on the other side, just some more book pages and things like that. So I hope at some time you'll come on one of these holidays with me, or have me come and teach for you and have a lovely time with you. And thank you for joining me and having a little look at my India inspired journal.